Welcome to the Ultimate Keyword Research course. This is a course unlike any other because I'll not just show you how you can find keywords, but you'll also learn the exact system I use to identify target audiences, build topical maps, conduct keyword gap analysis, prioritize keywords, and track rankings. You'll also get access to all the templates and prompts I use in this video so that you can follow each step practically and have a central place for all your keyword research activities. Coming up next. Welcome to Software Shuffle. This is the place where business owners and savvy marketers come to learn how to use AI, SEO, and content to build profitable online businesses. As an SEO specialist, I've had the chance to work on and help numerous websites grow their organic traffic and take the business to the next level. We hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you do, consider subscribing to the channel. So let's get started with search intent. Now, understanding the search intent behind the keywords you're going after is going to be extremely important if you want your campaigns to succeed. In fact, this is one of those foundational pillars that you need to nail if you want to find really good and relevant keywords for whichever business or website you're working on, okay? So essentially, we have three different types of search intent. So we have the informational type keywords, commercial keywords, and transactional keywords. We also have a fourth type, which is called the branded keywords. But then I won't go into too much detail into the branded section because for that you need to have a brand already established. And then once you have your brand established, you get traffic just because of your brand name. So example of this can be Nike or Apple. But then when it comes to keyword research, these three types of intents is what you need to be focusing on. Okay, so first we have the informational type. So you can see queries like how to choose a laptop, more informational type. So informational keywords are the foundation of knowledge seeking. When users type in queries like how to choose a laptop, they are actively seeking information, tutorials, or guides. Okay, so this is more like the top of the funnel type content in which you're providing information to your users. Then coming down the funnel, we have the commercial type keywords in which people are actually considering the different options. So best laptops for video editing. Okay, so commercial keywords signify the user's intent to compare and evaluate products or services before making a purchase. Searches like best laptops for college students or best laptops for video editing indicate the user is in the consideration phase of the buyer's journey. And finally, we have the transactional type queries, which marks the final stage of the user's journey, the decision to buy. Okay, so these types of keywords people search for when they've made up their minds, they made the decision as to whichever product or service they want to go ahead and purchase. So for example, if somebody was searching to buy a phone and they made the decision that they want to buy an iPhone, they would search for queries like buy iPhone 15 Pro. Or if you take the same example for a laptop, where to buy laptops near me. Okay, so e-commerce websites, product pages, and location-specific pages can capitalize on these keywords by providing easy purchasing options and relevant deals. So you see how these different types of keywords are used throughout the funnel. So different phases of the funnel. Okay, so I hope you got a good understanding, a brief understanding of how search intent works and why it's important when we are planning out and doing our keyword research. Now we'll go ahead and take a look at how semantic search is changing the way people search for things online. Now, it's extremely important to understand semantic search and the way search engines are evolving in order to conduct really good keyword research. Okay, now what is semantic search? It is a smarter way for search engines to understand what you're searching for. Instead of just looking for exact keywords, it tries to figure out the meaning and intent behind your words. That's why it's so important to understand the intent and meaning behind the keywords so that we can build out the perfect type of pages for each keyword that we are going after. Now, I came across this really nice infographic from SEMrush that shows the difference between the two types of searches, so the lexical search and semantic search, namely the search that we used to have before and the type of search that we have now. So before it was very keyword based. So you type in a keyword. So we have Daniel Radcliffe over here, and then we would get, a list of listings. But now it's more intent based, and people are, these days searching for longer tail queries. So a query like this: how rich is the actor who played Harry Potter? Split in two. So net worth over here, how rich, net worth, and then we have the actor who played in Harry Potter. So this is Daniel Radcliffe. Okay, so then it combines these two sections, understands the meaning, and then provides the search results. A lot of times you will get a snippet for these types of searches. So this is how search is changing. It's very important to understand the intent and meaning of the keywords that you're going after so that you can create the best content possible that has a chance of ranking. So let's now get into the actual keyword research process. So this is the keyword research checklist that I use to do everything as far as keyword research is concerned, from identifying the target audience to identifying the primary, secondary, long tail keywords, building topical maps, keyword gap analysis, keyword prioritization, keyword mapping, and rank tracking. So everything that you need to find and maintain ranking for the keywords, you can do within this checklist itself, okay? You see there's a status section over here and notes and files. So once you start working on it or your team starts working on it, you can very easily select in progress, and once it's done, you can select it to done. So I'll show you the example of a document that was done. So this is the example of one of the clients that we had worked on, and you can see that everything is done now, and the notes and file section is filled with these different documents because we'll have to create independent documents for all these different sections as well, okay? So the way I've structured this course is I'm going to show you the exact process that I used through this checklist, the keyword research we had done for one of our clients. And I had done the SEO for their website the last that we touched their website was in December of 23. Since then, we haven't touched the website, but that website has constantly getting consistent traffic month after month. Okay, so it's been 8 months already. I'm making this video in July, but that website is still getting traffic and leads. So I'll take you to that website. I'll show you the website, and I'll also show you the search console so you can take a look at the data. So before that, let's take a glance at some of the results. So you can see that we have this keyword over here, career as a pilot. It's a commercial keyword and highly competitive, very relevant to the client industry. And you can see that the client, which is Garg Aviation, ranking in the first position, and they've also got a featured snippet, okay? Similarly, for another keyword, which is PPL cost in India, because this is a pilot training academy based in India. So PPL training, which is private pilot license, cost in India, you can see that the client is again ranking in the first section with a featured snippet. So this process that I'm going to show you, it actually works, and it works very well. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the website and the search console. So this is the client website, and one thing to keep in mind is that this website didn't look like this. We had actually redone and redesigned the entire website. So if I take you through it, you'll be able to see it's a very clean looking, very modern looking website. And then we have the split in several sections. So we have the number counter over here, the total flying hours, the years of experience. Then we have the fleet section. So these are all the aircrafts that the academy uses to train its pilots. Okay, so very cool. Below that, we have all the courses laid out. So the private pilot license, commercial pilot license, so on and so forth. And then below that, we have a call to action. So you can see how nicely this website is structured. We also have these different sections over here that we'll actually be creating an entire topical map for this website itself. So you can see through example how you're supposed to create topical maps, find keywords, and, build out the pages accordingly. Okay. Now, what I want to do is take you to its search console and show you the results. So we're on the search console dashboard, and you can see the clicks and impressions for the past 7 days. Let me go ahead and show you the same for the past 28 days. And you can see that we have total impressions almost 300K and total clicks 6.9. So that's almost 7K, okay? Now, this has been consistent for the past 7 to 8 months, like I was mentioning. For that, let me go ahead and show you for the last 12 months, so you get a better idea and understanding of the progression. Now you see, this is where we had actually left off the SEO work. Okay, so this is the surprising part. Now before this, we were doing pretty much everything that goes into SEO. Everything I'll be showing you in this checklist as far as keyword research is concerned. So identifying the target audience, identifying primary, secondary, long tail keywords, topical maps, keyword gap, everything, all the work was done. We built out all the pages, and then we had left off the work somewhere around end of November, beginning of December. And since then, you can see that the traffic has actually increased and the traffic has been consistent. Okay, so this is the power of SEO. If you know what you're doing, if you know how to select the right keywords, and if you build out the pages properly based on search intent, you will consistently get traffic no matter which niche you're working in. Okay, so let's now go ahead and take a look at the checklist, and I'll show you the process that I followed to find the best keywords, and the way you can also find the best keywords for whichever website you're working on. Now I'll be taking you through all the steps in this checklist, one step at a time, and I'll also be showing you how things are done practically. You'll also be getting access to this checklist and all the prompts that I'll be using in this course, so you can very easily go ahead, follow the instructions, follow the steps, and conduct keyword research for any website, any client you're working with. That being said, let's quickly take a look at SEMrush as well. So you can see over here we have the client website added, and the organic search traffic, it shows as 9.5K, so a little exaggerated. Backlinks are 596, almost 600 links. So you can see that you don't need too many backlinks in order to rank and get consistent traffic. But that also again depends on your industry and the particular niche that you're going after. You can also see over here that the traffic has been increasing, the graph that we've already seen before, and keywords have also been increasing. Now, as far as the keywords are concerned, let's take a look at the keywords. So you can see currently it's ranking for 1.2K keywords. A lot of these are actually commercial and informational type queries. And as far as the commercial keywords are concerned, currently it's ranking for 300 commercial keywords. So 326, you can see I have the commercial filter on over here. And a lot of these keywords are very, very important keywords. So keywords like pilot career as a pilot, PPL license, right? So potential clients, students looking to get into our academy to learn flying will actually be entering all these keywords in search. So these are very important commercial keywords that this website is ranking for. Now let's go back to the checklist and show you how things are actually done. So we're going to get started with the first step, which is identifying the target audience. Okay, so I have these prompts over here. You can see that I've created this prompt library in which we have all prompts related to SEO. So starting from identifying the target audience to keyword research to creating content, everything. So the link of which is going to be in the description. Go ahead and get your hands on it because it's going to be very, very useful in your day-to-day tasks. So let's quickly open up the target audience prompt. And you'll be able to see that this is a very detailed prompt that will actually help us to identify the target audience. And you can also, if you're working on a new website, you can also build a silo, okay? So I'll just go ahead and copy this prompt, bring it over to Gemini. So you can choose your preferred AI platform. I'm using Gemini, but you can use ChatGPT as well. Paste it in over here. And we have to just add in, or we have to just describe the type of business that we want to find the target audience for, okay? So in this case, what I'll do is add in the type of business, which is a pilot training academy. So I've added pilot training academy, sells pilot training courses and license, okay? So that's all you have to do is describe the type of business and then click on enter. So the AI will then give you all the information you need for your target audience. So things like the age, gender, location, income level, occupation, interest, so on and so forth. So what you want to do is go ahead and copy this information and add it to a document, okay? So I'll show you how the finished product looks. So if you come over here, you'll see that the checklist is done for this client. So once you start working, you can add it to in progress, and then you can go ahead and add it in a document like this, okay? So we have this dedicated document for the target audience. So, we can refer this anytime in the future. If, we want to make some edits, optimizations, create some new content, we can refer to this piece of information, okay? So now we have done this, so we will mark it as done. So this is how you can very easily go ahead, use this prompt to very easily find the target audience for any business you're working with. Now we'll go ahead and move on to the second part, okay? So I'll just mark this as done. Now we have our target audience. Now we'll go ahead and find the primary keywords. Also, another thing I want to mention is that we will be using the AI to do all the heavy lifting, to do all the research, but then it's our job to go ahead and verify the details, verify the information that the AI gives us, and then cherry pick the keywords and queries that we want to go after, okay? So of course, we'll be using the AI to do, all the heavy lifting. But then once we find all the keywords, we will actually have to go ahead and verify and check the metrics. So things like, search volume, difficulty, intent. We need to be using a tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs or whichever keyword research tool you like using. We need to go ahead and check the metrics for those keywords, okay? That being said, let's go ahead and find some primary keywords for this website. So we'll move to the prompts library again. You'll see that we have the keyword research prompts over here. So you'll see that there's a very detailed prompt for finding keywords, and then we have some additional prompts over here for finding the primary, secondary, long tail keywords, and so on. So the first thing you have to do is copy the first prompt. So this is a very detailed prompt that is essentially warming up the AI, okay? So come down over here, add the prompt. So you can see that the AI replies with a yes, I understand the instructions. I'm ready to proceed with the keyword research once you provide all the relevant information, okay? So now we want to come back to our keyword research prompts and copy the primary keyword discovery prompt, okay? So essentially what this prompt says is identify primary keywords for a business that, again, you need to describe the type of business that are relevant to the particular type of industry, okay? So we'll copy this, bring this over to Gemini again, and add in all the details. So I've described the type of business, so sales pilot training courses, and then the industry is pilot training academy. So you need to make sure that you're adding adequate information so that you can get good output from the AI, okay? This is one thing to keep in mind. If you're not feeding the AI with good information, with the correct information, you will not get the desired output. So just keep that in mind. Now let's go ahead and see what keywords we get. So the AI has done analyzing and has provided us with all the keywords. You can see it's given some additional metrics as well. So search volume, competition, intent, and so on. And I was just going through this. These are actually highly relevant to the business. And these are actually the primary keywords. So pilot training academy near me, pilot training courses, okay, how to become a pilot. So we can put all these keywords in the primary keyword bucket. So once you have these primary keywords, you want to go ahead and export this. If you're using Gemini, you can actually export this to sheets and then create a separate document for your primary keywords as well. So as you can see in this done checklist, I have a document dedicated to the primary keywords, okay? So if I click on this, you'll be able to see that we have all the keywords over here. Now this is again split in several sections. So we have these different tabs over here. So we have the primary keyword, the secondary keyword, long tail, topical maps, and keyword gap, all which I'll be showing you in this video itself. But this is the section for the primary keywords. So you can see that I've already done cherry picking the keywords that I want to target. These keywords, I'll be optimizing for the home page. Of course, we need to pick one keyword. So the primary keyword would be pilot training or aviation academy, but then I'll also be optimizing the homepage for these additional keywords as well. And then you can see we have the course keywords, so private pilot license, commercial pilot license, so on and so forth, okay? So this is how you can go ahead and use these prompts very easily to find primary keywords. So now let's go ahead and take a look at how we can find secondary and long tail keywords as well. So we want to follow something similar when it comes to finding the secondary and long tail keywords as well. So we'll come back to our keyword research prompts doc, go down to the secondary keyword section, copy this and add it to Gemini. But then over here, we need to add in the primary keywords, okay? So identify secondary keywords related to your primary keywords. So over here, we need to add in the primary keywords that we had found from our previous prompt, okay? So once you're done adding it in a document like this and picking out the keywords that you want to target, you want to copy all your primary keywords, bring it over to the prompt and add it in this section here. And then again, we want to add in the industry. So the industry is going to be again, pilot training academy. So the AI has done generating the secondary keywords as well. And again, it has given us the keywords in this tabular format. And these keywords, again, are very relevant to the primary keywords. So keywords like flight, school cost, okay, private pilot license cost, commercial pilot license requirements, So very, very valid to the primary keywords. Now, again, when it comes to selecting the keywords is up to you. You need to research the business. You need to understand the business and the clientele of the business. Based on that, you need to pick the keywords that you need to go after. Okay, so this is one thing you need to keep in mind. Don't just copy and paste this and use all these keywords. You need to segment and segregate these keywords based on the study that you've conducted on the business, because it's very important to understand the business if you want that targeted traffic. Okay, so once you have your secondary keywords, again, you can add it in a document. So I've added this in this document over here in this tab. So if you come down here in the secondary keywords section, you'll see that I've added the secondary keywords over here. It's actually the same document, but in a separate tab, so it's more organized. And then you see that I've segregated this according to the types. So this is the training program and courses, and then the secondary keywords for this section. Aircrafts, aviation, secondary keywords for this section. Okay. So this is how you can go ahead and find secondary keywords for whichever business you're working on. Now, what we'll do is go ahead and find long tail keywords, the process for which is going to be similar. So let's go back to the keyword research prompts, and then we'll go ahead and copy the prompt for the long tail keyword. Now, for the long tail keywords, you need to add in a seed keyword. Okay. So for this, I suggest that you add in one seed keyword at a time. Okay. So what I mean by that is, for example, if we come back to our keyword research document, you want to go back to your primary keyword and use one of these keywords at a time. So for example, if you want long tail keywords for pilot training, you add that in your prompt section to get long tail keywords relating to that primary keyword. Okay. If you want long tail keywords relating to private pilot license, you add in that keyword. So for example, I'll take private pilot license, copy this, bring this over to Gemini and add it in the seed keyword section. Again, we need to add in the industry or the niche. Pilot training, click on enter. So we've gotten our long tail keywords for private pilot license, and these keywords are actually highly relevant. I know this because the client is actually ranking for a lot of these keywords. So keywords like how to get a private pilot license requirements, cost, so on and so forth. Okay. So once you have your long tail keywords, again, you want to copy it, bring it over to your keyword research document. So if I can just show you, and again, create a separate tab for it, organize it, and then it's going to look like this. Again, this is the same document, but then a separate tab. Okay, so we have all the long tail keywords over here. So again, I've segmented this. So private pilot license, PPL, and all the long tail keywords relating to this. Again, we have commercial pilot license and all the long tail keywords, queries related to this. Okay. So this is how you can very easily go ahead and find all the primary, secondary long tail keywords using these prompts. I also want to go ahead and just, mark it as done in this new template that we are working on. Coming to one of the most important aspects of the entire keyword research process is actually checking and verifying the keyword metrics. Okay, because there's no point of, optimizing your pages for keywords that have no volume or are very high in difficulty. So you want to make sure that the keywords that the AI has given, so the AI actually does a pretty good job in identifying the keywords, but then it's your job to go ahead and check, once you shortlist the keywords, go ahead and check the metrics. So what I'll do is come back to my document over here, go to my primary keywords for this example. I'll copy all these keywords, okay, and bring it over to SEMrush, paste it over here. And now you can see the keywords and the volume, the trend, keyword difficulty, and the intent. Okay. So based on this, you can go ahead and, select the keywords that you probably like to target. And then you can actually export this and then finalize the keywords that you want to work on. So this is a very important and crucial aspect in the entire keyword research process. No matter which process you follow, you can start from analyzing the competition keywords, or you can, follow this process that I'm showing you now. But then whenever you're finalizing your keywords or you're shortlisting your keywords, you want to make sure that you're checking the metrics. It's extremely, extremely important. That being said, let's go ahead and actually mark this as done, because I've already done this So now we move on to building the topical map, okay? So now that we've done identifying the primary, secondary, and long tail keywords, we've also done checking and verifying the metrics. Now we want to go ahead and build the topical map. So I'll add this in progress and then go to the prompts library, go ahead and get the topical map. And you'll see that we have a very comprehensive prompt for building a topical map, okay? So essentially in this, we need to add in the primary, secondary, and long tail keywords. So you see how the process is working, right? First, we find the primary keywords, then secondary, then long tail. Now we have all this data. So we feed it into this prompt to build a really good and comprehensive topical map so that we have a lot of content that we need to create in the upcoming days, weeks, or months for this client. So what I'll do is go ahead and copy this prompt again, bring it over to Gemini, add it here, and then we need to add in the keywords, okay? So the primary keywords over here, secondary here, and long tail here. So I'll go back to my keywords document and add in all these keywords, okay? Or a large chunk of these keywords into the prompt. So I've done adding all the keywords within the prompt. Click on enter. So the AI is done building out the topical map based on the information that we had provided with. And this is actually very easy to consume and very logical as well. So if you see, first we have the pillar pages, then we have the cluster topics. From there we have the content ideas, okay? We also have the secondary keywords, but then these three sections are what is important. And I was just going through this. This topical map is spot on, okay? And this is actually the same strategy, the same direction we had gone in when we were creating the topical map for the actual client. So first we have the pilot licenses and certification. So this is the pillar post, the pillar page. Then we have all the pilot license individual pages for all the pilot licenses. So private pilot license, commercial pilot, instrument rating, and so on, okay? And then within these pages, so this is a topic on its own, we have these individual posts. So how to get a PPL, okay? PPL requirements, PPL cost. So all these are individual posts within this subtopic, which is a subtopic of this primary topic. And if I take you back to the website, you'll see that this is how we have actually structured the website as well. So this is the pillar post in which we have listed out all the courses, okay? And then if you see over here, we have all the courses over here. So you can access it from here or from the menu as well. And if you click on any one of these courses, you'll see that we had actually done a lot of work on this website. And you can see that, it's very well built. So we have the private pilot license. We have a lead capture form over here. Under that, we have all the information. So eligibility, license and privilege, career opportunities, FAQ section. Below that, we have, a number counter. Then a table describing how, once the students enroll stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, what they can expect. Then a more detailed course description and why they should choose us. Finally, call to action buttons. So this website was, designed and structured in a very logical way. That is why it's consistently getting traffic, right? And the topical map that we have gotten from Gemini or from these prompts is actually very, very relevant and very accurate. So this is how you can go ahead and create topical maps. Once you're done creating the map, you can export it, make your edits, and then finally arrange it like this. So this is how I like to arrange my topical map. So first I have the pillar page over here, then the cluster, and then the content ideas. So just by doing this, you will have, pages to build, content to build for the next 2 to 3 months, maybe 6 months also, depending on the rate at which you're creating content. But then this is how you can do keyword research very easily and find really good keywords and build topical maps. Now we'll move on to the next section. So it's not done yet. Okay, so the topical maps is built. We are halfway down the checklist. Now we want to go ahead and identify the competitor keywords and identify any keywords that the competition is ranking for that we are not. So there's many ways you can go about finding the competition. You can use a keyword research tool like Ahrefs or SEMrush. You can also do a manual Google search for whichever keyword you want to rank for. Or you can also ask your clients if they have any competitors in mind, okay? That being said, once you find the competitors, so let me take you to the complete document. So you can see we have the competitors section over here, and this marked as done. And I've mention the competitors over here. Okay, so you can add in the competitors over here so that you have all of these crucial pieces of information in one place. It's centralized. Okay, so once you find your competition, we want to move on to the next step. So I'll mark this as done. Next step, which is doing a keyword gap analysis. Okay, so we've already found out all the keywords that we want to target. We've built our topical map, but we also want to find out what keywords the competition is ranking for and we are not, so that we can find opportunities, keywords that we can optimize our pages for, or keywords that we can build new pages around. Okay, so for that you'll have to use a tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs or whichever tool you like using. I personally like using SEMrush. So all you have to do is add in the competitor domains over here. So I'll go ahead and add in competitor. Okay, so this is where I have to add my domain, sorry. So I'll just add the competitor domains first. So for this example, I'll just take 2 competitors and I'll add in a client's domain here. Okay, you can select the country as well. So because this is India-based business, I want to add in India and click on compare. So now you can go ahead and analyze the keyword gap. So there's a visual representation of the keywords and the overlapping keywords, the common keywords over here. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see different things. So the shared keywords, missing keywords, strong, untapped, unique keywords. So what I like looking at is mostly the missing keywords. So these are the keywords that the competition is ranking for, but our client is currently not. Okay. You can also take a look at untapped keywords, but as of now, what I'll do is I'll export this. So click on export as CSV. So this has been exported. And then what I like doing is arranging it like this. Okay, so we have all the keywords over here. And then if you, you go through this list, if you find any keywords that you want to, rank for, you can very easily go ahead and highlight it. And then, which keyword you want to go after. Okay. So now it's time to move to the final stage, which is the keyword prioritization phase, in which we will actually prioritize the keywords on the pages that we want to build. Okay. Now there's no right or wrong way of going about this. You could very well go ahead and use your topical map as your keyword prioritization, section. So in which you go ahead and build the money pages first. So in this case, we'll have to build the course pages first and then go ahead and build these informational queries. Okay. But then what I like doing is creating a separate document in which I am tracking all the pages that we are building. Okay, so you can see this is a very detailed document. We have the title of the pages over here, the date, the content structure. So keep your eyes open for this video. I'll be creating a video on how you can actually build the perfect content outlines and create absolutely amazing content. That's content for our next video, but then this is how we maintain our files. So content written, the status published, the SEO being checked, and the live link over here. So you can create a document like this as well to prioritize the keywords and the pages that you're going after. That being said, let's go ahead and mark this also as done. Okay, so if I bring you to the complete document, you can see that we have marked this as done. And then finally, we have these 2 sections. So the keyword mapping and the rank tracking. So let's talk about the keyword mapping. So in keyword mapping, essentially what we are doing is assigning keywords to relevant pages. Okay. So I actually couldn't find the GARG aviation doc. So I'm using this as an example. This is another client. This is actually a law firm based in the United Kingdom. And you can see that we have keywords over here. And then we have the landing pages over here. Okay. And then we have all these other metrics. So this is the data that I've exported from analytics and Search Console. So all this has been exported from analytics, and then the clicks, impressions, CTR, position, as you can see, all this has been imported from Search Console. And then based on the data from these 2 tools, I identify which is going to be the keyword that I'm going to optimize this page for. So the primary keyword for each of these pages. Okay. And I also add in things like the search volume and whether it has been optimized or not. Okay. So this is another topic, a very detailed topic. If I go into this, the video is going to be very long. So I'll create a separate video showing you how you can map keywords to pages and actually optimize each page for the best keyword possible. Okay. So this is what we do when it comes to keyword mapping. So you can see that I've marked it as done over here, mark it as done over here as well. So the document which you're working on. And then finally, we have the rank tracking. Okay. So in rank tracking, we actually maintain ranking for the keywords that we are working on. So as you can see, this is the example of a rank tracking document. This is a template. So we have all the keywords over here, the date, and then the keyword position for these keywords. Now, if the keyword position improves, then we mark it in green, signifying that the position has gone up. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it informative and useful. Again, there'll be a link to the prompts and this template in the description, so you can go ahead and get your hands on it. Feel free to revisit this video anytime. If you have any type of confusion, just follow the steps and you'll be on your way to finding really good keywords for the websites you're working on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.